Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA, and today we're here with my friend Matt, who came all the way down from the Bay Area to roll with us yesterday on the quarantine cruise, and we are about to dig into his seriously badass 69 Chevelle. Number one, did you start with a clean car or was it like a total donor pile of crap?
No, I was lucky. It was a pretty clean car.
Okay.
My grandmother and grandfather actually bought it brand new. And then as my...
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Right away, I'm like, tell me more?
Yeah. So they drove it around as a family car with my mom and all of her sisters. And then as they got older, they grew up, and my mom and all my aunts and uncles and stuff drove around the car as a family car.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, so this is a one-family Chevelle.
I'm technically, legally still the original owner.
Wow, man.
Yeah. So that part's really cool. That's why I haven't been able to sell it, because it's just, it's part of the family.
Yeah.
And eventually I'll give it, hand it down to my son.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what was the engine originally? Was it a 454 car?
No, it was just a 307.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't mind changing it up so much.
Yeah.
My old man took some convincing to let me do all that. He's a numbers matching, chrome.
Okay.
You know, type of
okay.
guy.
Let's show everybody what's going on
Open
under here, because I know you've done some pretty. Yeah, exactly.
So now it actually does have a 454 in it.
Yeah.
But to the untrained eye, it's a small block. So it's a 4 1/4 bore, 4-inch stroke crank, which is a 454.
Okay.
Custom built cylinder heads. And then Phytech came out with this new injection system that looks like a new modern LS style.
Right.
So a lot of people think it's an LS by the injection.
Right.
And Tony did some tweaks to that and ported that out as much as he could to try to get as much power out of the motor as we could.
Which is really cool that it's an NA motor, but you're making probably power.
Oh yeah, it's about I'd say about 700 at the motor.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh no, it's got a lot of torque too, because it's big cubic inch small block.
Yeah. Did you do the whole build yourself
Yep.
and with friends and?
Did the whole build myself except for the trunk. A buddy of mine owns a stereo shop and he did that.
Okay.
And then he helped me with some of the interior stuff.
Okay. Obviously, you've done some suspension stuff on this car, yeah?
It's got QA1 coilover conversion on it,
Okay.
front and rear. And
Okay.
it's got a 4-link in the back, and then tubular arms, suspension and stuff in the front as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice. It's
do you
double
track
adjustable.
This car?
I used to drag race it a lot, so that's the thing. It can't do anything really on like open track, but drag race wise,
sure.
You know, it runs up low 10s in the quarter mile, so that's what I originally did it all for.
Nice.
And then it came out so nice, I was like, well, it's a show car and kind of a race car.
Yeah, totally, man. And you definitely drive it, dude. I mean, I was rolling with you a bunch on the cruise yesterday, and there was multiple times where like, oh, there goes Matt again.
we were having fun, for sure.
That's great, man.
That's what I built it for.
So you did. I see the Willwood Master here. Is it Willwood brakes on the car?
Willwood disc brakes all around.
Okay. Oh, and you're running forge lines, which are a great wheel.
Yeah, love that.
And they're cool. The little bit I've ever hung out with them, they're pretty cool people, you know?
Oh yeah, and they're really cool. I talked to them about the size and everything set up for the car.
Yeah.
And I even had them paint the forge line in red before they clear coated it all and everything. Nice. They did that for me, which is cool.
It probably helps you save a ton of money that you're a paint and body guy, because so much can go into that. The
amount of metal work I did before I did the paint on it, I mean, this would have been a $50,000 body and paint job.
Really?
Just because I shaved off tons of trim. You notice I actually cut the drip rail off.
Uh-huh.
And shaved all that. Shaved the windshield trim, the rear window trim.
Yeah.
You know, this trim used to come down here and wrap all the way around because it was a Malibu.
Okay.
So I converted over to the SS short trim, welded those.
Yeah.
You know, there's normally a marker light here, welded that up. Same with the rear quarter.
Yep.
And then, since it was a Malibu, there's actually trim that runs along down here. So I shaved all that.
Yeah. Wow. What'd you do for, what's your exhaust on it?
So it's got 3-inch X-pipe to a Flowmaster, and then 2.5 over the back. But I didn't really want to see the exhaust pipe so bad.
Yeah.
So I had my exhaust guy bend them and pull them up, and actually they're just tucked in just right here.
Oh, dude, that's really cool.
And then I painted all that black to match the theme.
Really hides it.
And I mean, it tucks it really tight to the bumper and to the car.
Let's see, because you were mentioning the trunk. I want to see inside.
Oh yeah. Did a full build in the trunk.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine you stopped anywhere on this one.
No.
Oh God. Wow,
so it's got a full built trunk.
Beautiful.
So this is all wood paneling that we built.
Okay.
And then we wrapped it in this, so this was new at the time, carbon fiber vinyl, which now it's been out for a few years, so it's more common. You might see it on other cars. So 1 amp runs the two 12W6s, and then 1 amp runs the 4 component speakers inside the car.
Got it. Oh my God, wow, you really went in here.
So I mean, at first glance, you look at it and you're like, well, okay, well, what is all this stuff?
So is this modern Camaro?
That's a 2015 Camaro dash that I molded into the car.
The entire dash?
The entire dash.
Wow.
So I had to take about 7 inches off the top of the dash because it would be going all the way into the engine compartment.
Yeah.
So I shortened the top of it. Luckily, width-wise, it was pretty darn close.
This is a mind-boggling build. Oh, and then you've got your
that's the roll cage. Yeah, the bar
out.
comes out because you have to have that for where I live. They're pretty strict on at the racetrack at Sonoma.
Right. What are these seats that I'm looking at?
So those front seats are out of a 2017 Corvette Z06, but they're the sport comp seats.
God, bitchin', man.
There is a huge airbag that's right here normally on the Corvette.
Got it.
Well, I didn't want that. It was ugly.
Yeah.
So I cut that all out, body worked this back panel, which removes off when you take the seat all apart. So that carbon fiber that's in the trunk, we rolled that into the center of the seat.
Oh my God, you did.
Which flows really well with this factory carbon piece right up here. Even Billet Specialties was able to give me a carbon piece for that steering wheel.
Oh, nice. God, this car is stellar, man. This car just, I mean, at first glance, it's great, and it just keeps getting better.
I mean, you got to do it all.
This seat is just immaculate, man.
Yeah, so
I mean, you ain't putting anyone back there, but
my kids climb back there.
Come on.
I got a 3-year-old and an 8-year-old who like to climb back there. We did a birthday cruise 2 weeks ago. So the wife drove her car with the kids in it, and then we met up where that spot was going to be, and I threw the kids back here. And they're hanging out the back window, you know, having a good time as we're going.
Just killer, man.
And then, you know,
how cool, dude.
At the end of it, my buddy whose birthday it was, he's a car guy, so he has a little roundabout at the end of the driveway, so we whipped a couple little donuts for him. And the kids are in the back just screaming, loving it. Luckily, the wife is cool with that type of stuff.
Well, dude, let's go for a drive, and thank you so much. I mean, I really mean this. It's not because the camera's going. Thank you for taking the time and doing this with us today, because I'm really tripping out on just how extraordinary this build is, man. Really.
I appreciate you guys letting me come down and do it, for sure.
This is bitching. Yeah, let's go for a drive, you guys. All right, you guys, before we go for a drive, we've got merch, atlamerch.com. We've got really cool shirts, hats, stickers, and I absolutely love our keychains. Now, let's go for a drive.
So like I said, it likes the throttle.
It gets up.
Yeah.
It goes.
That was only half, 3/4 throttle. Because we started breaking loose a little bit. If
I felt it.
Yeah,
I felt it even there. Yeah. Dude, the interior on this car, I mean, your whole build, bro, I'm blown away by this thing.
Thank you.
Boy, the torque really is stellar on this.
Oh.
I mean, and you're not even hammering it.
I'm not full into it yet.
Wow.
I mean, that's 70 miles an hour from,
God,
I think, what, 30 or 40.
As long That was just perfect. Yes, yes, yes. That is it for our shoot of this wonderful, badass, just extraordinary 69 Chevelle. This build is so good, and the idea that this is a one-family car, that he got this, his grandparents bought this car brand new, and that he's taken it from where it was to where it is, and doesn't trailer queen it. He goes out and drives this car. He takes it out to the drag races and races the car. I'm just totally blown away by this one, genuinely, you guys. I love this build. So I hope you had fun in this episode. Man, you gotta know I just had a blast. So as always, thanks for hanging and watching and supporting what we do. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode. All right, man, later.